I just had probably the biggest mindset shift I've had in years, about 10 seconds ago. So I wanted to jump on here and hurry and talk to you about it while it's top of my mind because this is going to be a game changer. Now, the reason you cannot work, why you can't sit at your desk, it's not ADHD. It's not that you're lazy. It's not that you don't have discipline. It's that you don't have clarity. Now, let me tell you what helped me come to this brilliant realization and why you're not broken. Now, before I jump into it, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Carson. I started this channel as a way to talk about the things I'm going through, the mistakes I'm making in an effort to hopefully make sure you don't make those same mistakes and become the best version of yourself a little bit faster. Now, I'm going to keep this short and sweet for you. There's not much you need to know, but I promise you you're going to walk away from this video feeling a whole lot better. Now, a lot of us have this connotation that we're broken, that we can't work straight, and I feel like that all the time. There's countless times where I sit at my desk and I have so much I need to do, almost an overwhelming amount that I need to do, but I just can't bring myself to do it. Here's where this came to a realization for me that completely shifted my mind. Now, the other day, me and my fiance were working on wedding invitations, and I sat my butt on this chair, resizing addresses and names for about 3 hours straight, nonstop for just 3 hours. And you might look at that and think, oh my gosh, well, that's really good, all this stuff. You could do it too. The reason that we have such a hard time with schoolwork, with personal work, with creating content, with whatever it may be, is that it's very creative focus. We have so many unknowns. When something is, quite frankly, brainless, you can sit there and do it no problem. Our brains are really, really good at it. Now, of course, there's some exceptions, of course. But our brains know what to do and our bodies will go in line with that when we know a few very simple things, okay? And I'm going to tell you what those are. When I realized this, when I was just sitting at my desk just barely, trying to make a thumbnail and just stumped, getting on my phone, checking for inspiration, the reason I wasn't getting work done is because I had no clarity. I had no idea what the outcome was that I was trying to achieve. Okay, look, of course I knew I needed to make a thumbnail, but I didn't know what I wanted that thumbnail to look like. I didn't know what feel I wanted it to give off when people saw it. I didn't know what elements I wanted to put into it. I didn't know what picture I was going to use out of the freaking 20 that I took. You see the dilemma? All of these things, they seem so micro, and it seems, yeah, of course, to do this task, you have to do these things and figure these things out. But in our brains, when we sit down to do work, these are all micro excuses that come up, micro limiting beliefs that make you say, oh, whoa, okay, hold on. Maybe this is going to be more of an endeavor than I thought. Maybe I don't know all of this. I'm just going to give myself a 5-minute break before I go into it. And that 5-minute break prolongs. It gives you that feeling, I know we've all felt it, where you're sitting there just like, what the frick? Like, why can I not work? What am I doing? Lost. You need to get clarity. And this is, it's crazy. This is all areas of your life. I'm just now realizing how, I've talked about it before, but how powerful clarity is. Like, it doesn't matter if it's the career you're going into. Niche it down even further. Like, do you expect to get into your dream relationship without having clarity on what that person is going to be like? This is what I was thinking about. A lot of us, we go on dates and we're like, wait for a good feel, a good vibe from this person. And when we get that good vibe, it's like, okay, maybe we take things further. How much more effective do you think you would be in dating if you had a clear vision of what you wanted that future partner to look like? The attributes they have, what they look like, all of these different things. Then when you go on dates, when you're finding potential partners, it makes it a whole lot easier because you have a clear outline. That's exactly what we want to do with every area of our life. Career, micro things like getting out of bed and what you're going to do in the morning. the less decisions you force your brain to make, the easier it's going to be to excel because we're creating an environment around us that is set up for success. Now, there's a few things that you need to do in order to do this. And I talk about this a lot in Elevate. I actually wrote a whole post about it, just barely. So there's a link down in the description. Feel free to join Elevate in there. It's my self-improvement community, completely free. Check it out. I go over this in a lot more detail. But first things first, you have to understand what the outcome you want to get is. Second, you need to figure out the steps that you need to take in order to achieve that outcome and the variables that are going to be in play. And third, you need to figure out what that outcome is going to give. The vibe it's going to give off, what it's going to do for you. Basically, the goal around everything. And fourth, you just need to execute. You just need to dive right in and start. So, again, just wanted to throw this off the top of my mind while it was there, but hopefully it helps some of you. Again, if you're wanting help developing that clarity and figuring out a system to do that, check out that first link. I think it'll be pretty beneficial. Once again, it's free. I'm in there almost every day talking with you guys. So join up down there and I'll look forward to seeing you inside. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get some clarity. I got to get back to work. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.